Asari Dokubo again make a public video, said that he is very much ready for America and Israel, that if they try to cross his territory, he's going to buy all of them. Jesus. Asari Dokubo, I tell God beg you, may you try, make sure say you register your house with the map, so when they go drop am for your head, na your house they go drop am o. Abeg watch this video from beginning to end, may you hear wetin this man dey talk for him mouth, because of tomorrow you go dey talk wetin they do, they be innocent. Watch the full video.
Because it's funny, at times you shouldn't be talking. I am the only person alive that my death has been announced several times by these IPOB Igbo people. Several times I have died, I've been killed, all sorts of things have been done to me. I was assassinated late last year, at the Presidential Hotel, Port Harcourt. I have not gone to the Presidential Hotel for a very long time, but because of that, my death at the Presidential, I had to go to the Presidential Hotel. I took about 4 rooms, I think. I took about 4 rooms at the Presidential Hotel, and I ate there. I was waiting whether they will come and kill me. I think my media will show the picture of when I was at the Presidential Hotel. So I was killed at the Presidential Hotel. A lot of people phoned me. My phone kept on, ringing, buzzing every second. People were calling and genuinely concerned. But it was another Dokubo Asari they killed at the Presidential Hotel. I was not the one that was assassinated by Igbo people. What they wish from me, okay, they wish for themselves. They're the ones that are going to die. The next one was that with Malami, with my connection with Malami, I was already in trouble. My university, my this. Look, let me tell you one thing. You see this my head? If you know what's in there inside, if I know they compare Igbo people to me. Yes, I have Igbo blood, I don't deny it. Maybe some of those Igbo, but as that Igbo gene in me, it has been refined. Not be the one for 419, the one for rituals, the one for Yahoo Plus, the one for organ trafficking. You won't deny him. And our brother self, when I carry him, go put for prison for London. A whole deputy senate president saying be organ trafficker. What do you want to deny? Which of the crime would you deny? So, with the good side of the jaw and the bad side of the Igbo, mega, come make me super good. So, my brain, they work fast. You can investigate me all your life. You will never see any crime. Yeah, but for somebody to be taken to the Supreme Court and can walk out free, your man was convicted, he's in prison. I was cited for treason. But let's not talk about that. I was connected with Malami. I took money, so EFCC has never invited me. That is what you wish for me. That is what you have been praying for me. The latest one is that I've been arrested. So yesterday I was being very, very sarcastic. During the break of my fast, I said I've been transported to America. So Trump was, a sumptuous meal given me. I was breaking my fast in America. You wish me. See, let me tell you, I will continue to maintain my position that if America comes in here, listen to me very well, though, so that you can report me back to America. If America comes in here to take our oil, to create Biafra, it's oil, to create Biafra for Igbo people, they will not leave this place. Whoever supports them, whoever do, look, this is your land. It's known as white man's graveyard. You don't read history. Igbos are suffering collective amnesia, so they don't remember anything that happened yesterday. They create their world. They live in the bubble of their world. So they have created AI videos and so on. Have been carried away. Israel, look, let me tell you. They finish Iran, they finish this. Nobody expected Iran to even stand up to what they are doing. Over 20, 30 countries fighting one, Iran. That was 1979 was a very backward country, technologically. The Americans we are talking of are being taught a lesson. The Israelis we are talking of are being taught a lesson. You see, let's look at Imam Khamenei that they said have died. Nobody has seen his corpse. Even his state burial, nobody had actually seen the proper burial rites. But does it, if it is not sickness and madness, does it make sense to kill an 86 years old man? Does it actually make sense? If it is not sickness, if the people who took that decision are not sick people, not lunatics, does it make sense to kill an 86 years old man? This man in around 1982, his hand is paralyzed. The man has said it over and over that I'm a sick man. My body can no longer carry me. Where was the man? The man was in a public building. He was not hiding. As they claim, he has run to Russia, he has run to Russia. He's underground. He was in a public building. Let any one of them be in a public building. Those who ordered for it, let them be in a public building. The president had been taken to a secured location. What is secured location? He's in faraway America. They are taking him into a secured location. The other one is running to Germany or is in a rat hole. The world cannot keep quiet. The world must speak out. And it is our duty to speak out. We cannot all keep quiet for this evil. What crime, I've asked, what crime did Iran commit? The last time I checked, Iran has never attacked any country until now. There was a time the whole Iranian parliament was bombed. Everybody was killed. Iran survived. They said they bombed the building of the Guardian Council to select the new supreme leader. Nobody was in the building. In civilized world, nobody targets the leaders of country during a conflict. But the rules of international law is being rewritten. And it is the West that claims to be protecting civilization, claims to be protecting the people who are now rewriting the international law. Good. Good. When you finish rewriting it, pass the paper to other people. They are going to use it. I am here. I am here. If it is not madness, how can anybody target an 86 years old man who will soon die? Anyway, he's going to die. If the world had changed so that people who are, when you look at them, they say, we are this, we are that, and then these are the people you are talking about. I'm a Muslim. I can't deny being a Muslim. I stand by Iran. I can't stop standing by Iran. Listen to me. I stand by Iran. I can't stop standing by Iran. Listen to me again. I stand by Iran. I can't stop standing by Iran. So if you like, you say anything, this thing. I'm not going to dignify you. But one day, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here. You will realize the truth of what I'm saying. Name one country Iran has attacked. So somebody stand up and demonize Muslims. Why Muslims? Because we are the only people on the true path. What is civilization? I heard somebody saying, I don't want people to worship Allah. I don't want people to, my children to do Ramadan. Come. I challenge you. Keep your life on one side and I keep my life on one side. In morality, in honesty, whether you can stand me. I'm a Muslim. Don't come outside and speak English. Keep your life one side and I keep my life one side. Whether you can stand me. And I will know the spiritual influence that is influencing you, whether your morality can stand my morality. It's not you deep down in your heart, you know that you can never have salvation. You don't have it. Deep down in your heart, you know that if the heaven you are talking about, that's your heaven. Your leg will not even go near it. You are grandstanding. You are talking. You want people to talk. Leave everybody. Let nobody judge you. It's between you and God. We are not seeing God. It is you who are seeing. Like, come out and judge yourself. In your dealings with other human beings, whether you have been honest, whether you don't steal from other human beings. I can beat my chest and say those things. And the people around me, 90% of the people around me, will testify to who I am. I don't hide who I am. I say it openly. I'm saved. I'm this. You are saved. What? What is being saved? Do you just say it to their mouth? Come out and tell me you are saved. You can't say it. There's no difference between you and somebody in a kalo shop. There's no difference between you and somebody in a brothel. There's no difference between you and somebody in a liquor shop. There's no difference between you and somebody who gives loan. There's no difference between you and somebody who bears false witness in court every day. You know that you have nothing. You have no morality. Holiness is far from you, and you are hard. Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I can stand up and say I am a Muslim. If I tell you anything, take it anywhere. I don't need to tell. I don't need to argue with anybody. If I tell you anything, take it anywhere. That high. That makrito. That makrit wiki. Mujahid Abuak Dakwasa said it. Even at the risk of my life, I say the truth. That I am an Islamic terrorist. Yet I'm fighting Islamic terrorists in Nigeria. You cannot fight. You take my statement. What I said is very clear. If anybody comes to take our land and give to Igbo people to create their phantom Biafran state, that person will not leave this land. And I will continue to say, whether it is America, it is Israel, it is any country who comes here for the purpose of creating a phantom Biafran state for Igbo people, that person will not live here. Comes here to Ijola, to take Ijola, to take Ijola resources, to enslave us. The person will not live here. So you kill, yes. If I am Ale Kameni, I would have acted differently. I would not have exposed myself, because the effect of exposing himself brings humiliation to other. Everybody will not understand the way he and those who are close to him understand. Not everybody looks at martyrdom the way the Shia Muslim look at martyrdom. Hussein, Shia religion is created on the platform of martyrdom. From Hussein down. But when you are dealing with the outside world, you will not know. They don't know it. So you don't take a decision that at the end of the day will shake some other people. Yes, it can encourage the others. What of the billions and billions of supporters of Iran? How are they going to take it? So you don't take decisions that will affect other people. Those of us who understand it, that Shia Islam is built on martyrdom, we can be consoled a little bit, which is the truth. Iran has proven itself. All of them have admitted it. They know Iran has proven itself. Every American base in the Middle East has been destroyed. Their consulate and their embassies have been attacked. Is it necessary? Was it necessary for Trump to put Americans through what he put in them? Trump has abandoned Americans. He has them leave the Middle East. So everybody is scrambling to leave at the risk of their life. We said this thing. So continue reporting me. I'm here. I don't need to explain my position to anybody. So all those job people who do not understand me and are talking rubbish, go on and be talking your rubbish. It doesn't concern me. I will continue to tell my truth whether you like it or not. I'm here. You wish that Americans have come to pick me and Israeli forces. No, I'm around. Nobody has come to pick me. I'm here. So you have failed in your wish for now. Be thinking. This is the 16th day of Ramadan. I've done half of Ramadan, alhamdulillah. Inshallah, I'll finish Ramadan. I stand by Iran.
My people, when I don't hear him, at this point, Asari Dokubo, this man, he need a medical attention. If Asari Dokubo do not need a medical attention, I think his wife should talk to him or caution him, because this way he's going to pay dearly this time around. Mark my words. These people you are feeling you are joking with are not joking. They mean business. This is not hitting a drum for you, local drum for you. You are shaking your head. They are in serious business with terrorists like you and the other of your group in Nigeria. Guys, share this video and drop your own opinion in the comment section.